Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. We have made it home and we arrived home yesterday at 9 o'clock and today is Thursday, so we arrived home Wednesday. Most of us just slept. The house was freezing. There was my gas, I'm on a prepaid meter, so the gas had run out, so the house was absolutely Baltic. But we heated up the house, lit the fire, and everybody just dozed and whatever. Yesterday was a write-off day. So this morning I got up and I am currently in Balbriggan. I have my mum at the dentist. The day we flew to America, I think a day or two after that, her filling fell out in her tooth. And obviously with her going back to Galway, she wants to get it done before she heads back down. So I am in Balbriggan waiting on Mammy to come out of the dental surgery. I'm going to unpack today, so I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas. I've actually done them up, this is an update video just to let you know what's happening. I'm currently working on the cruise video because obviously Kerry's sending me stuff, Hayley's sending me stuff, and I want to try and get it all in one video. As I said in my other video, I'm not doing a lot of filming while I was away. I needed that break. The kids needed that break. So we took a break, we enjoyed it. So we're back now. So I've got about 4 videos lined up. I've got a video showing you what I got myself for Christmas and the kids got me for Christmas and my mum. Then I have another video, just stuff I bought in America, which will be the most random video because some of the stuff you're going to say to me, Jesus, like what the hell did you get that for? And yeah, I totally get it. But it's fun. I love seeing what people buy, random stuff people buy. So I've one of them coming up. I think Kerry might be doing the same. She might be doing a little video. And Hayley didn't buy much, neither did Carol. I don't think they did anyway. But anyway, yeah, it was just a weirdy type of holiday. We bought random stuff. But we all enjoyed it. We're all relaxed. Kerry's back in work tonight. I think my mum's going back down to Galway tomorrow. She just wants to go home to her own bed. It's been over a month since she's been home in her own bed, and at the moment me and her have slept together for this holiday, which is really weird because neither of us are used to sleeping with people, and it's funny because yeah, the middle of the night and she's sort of pushing me out of the bed, and yeah, just bizarre. Anyway, that's the way it is. So yeah, so that's it. We're home. I'll give you an update. I'll give you a look around the house. We went over with 4 suitcases and I had a backpack and Carol had a backpack, and that was all we went over with. Came home with 9 bags and 3 backpacks. So yeah, 4 backpacks. Kerry had a backpack. Yeah, so 4 backpacks. So yeah, it was just, and Aer Lingus, I will kudos to them. They were so nice. They were like, how long have you been here? And we were like, we're here for a month. And they charged us the minimum. I mean, the minimum to get the bags home. The girl was like, just give me a token fee. Like, they were so nice and so understanding, and I thought it was just really, really nice. Flight was fairly full. A lot of kids, a lot of babies. We have done, since we came, yesterday when we came home, we did a COVID test, obviously coming home. We didn't need one to get home, but we waited till we were home and then we did a COVID test, and we will do one again tomorrow. So that will be every second day we're doing one, just to make sure, to be sure, because obviously being in America, being in Mexico, being in theme parks, all different things, we were convinced one of us was going to get it, and touch wood, so far none of us got it. Hayley has a head cold, but that's, I think, from the air conditioning. I had to go to a doctor I thought I was getting a sty in America. I thought I was getting a sty in my eye, but right sort of in the middle of my eye, this little lump came up. But what it actually turned out to be was the liquid in my eye had dried up from the air conditioning and from the fans and the dry air over there, and caused one of my tear ducts to block. And it was very funny because it felt like there was grit in my eye, and I was rubbing it every morning. The doctor said, just rub underneath it, you know. And I did that, and lo and behold, what looked like a small piece of plastic came out one morning in the corner of my eye. I was there, and that apparently was a blocked tear duct. When they block, they crystallise. So yeah, so that's, and he just said keep putting in eye drops. But yeah, so that was sort of the only major drama that happened on the holiday. I don't think anything like medical wise. I had a blocked tear duct, and which freaked the shit out. I will, like, anything around to do with eyes or heads freaked me out. But once it was sorted, he just said no, you just need to pump it with these drops, and they're for extreme dry eyes. So it was nearly like, as opposed to being an eye drop, it was nearly like an eye gel. It went in, and then he said it slowly dissolves in the eye to continuously put fluid into the eye. So yeah, so that was easily done. And Mom's filling fall out, but she was able to buy in America a temporary filling to go into it. So obviously today she's getting her full filling. Right, that's enough waffle for me, because I'd stay here all day talking. I've missed you guys so much. It was funny when I went over to America. I was looking forward to the break. I was like, no cameras, no nothing, we're done. By the end of it, I was really missing you. It was like your comments, I was looking at them, and I just really miss talking to you guys. So I will talk to you later when we get home and we see what's happening. Okay, so these are the 2 spare suitcases we brought home. And as you can see, that one there is labelled heavy. So I don't know what's in there. Now, we did pull out some stuff from some people's bags. I'm not sure who. So, candy floss. I personally am like a 6-year-old. I adore candy floss. And it's very hard to get it over here. So I brought back 2 big tubs of candy floss. And that is cotton candy. Yeah. And then this big boy, which is rainbow cotton candy. So this is like a sneak peek of what's going to come out of the bags, because then I will show you properly what I got. Kerry got me this for Christmas, which is a ring light. 10 levels of brightness. So Jesus, lads, there'll be no stopping you be able to see me from all angles. So then when we were in Mexico, they brought their dad back some tequila. He actually tested positive for tequila. I was going to say for COVID. I'm sure he probably tested positive for tequila as well. But 2 days after we came back, so we haven't dropped over any of his stuff either. So, but yeah, that's the tequila we got him. That's a litre. I think it was only like $40. So that's one of the hand luggages. Back here, my handbags I bought. I will definitely show them to you in a proper video on their own. This here is Hayley's runners. These have all come out of someone's suitcase, and because they didn't belong to whoever took them out, they left them there. Which of course, why wouldn't you? So we've that lad to open as well. He actually might be fairly empty. And then, excuse the mess. Up here we have Kerry's, what you call that one? That was her luggage, her cabin bag. We've that to unpack. They did take that in and put it through for us, so that was kind. And then we also have her large Friends hard case check-in luggage. That was my cabin bag. So this was the first backpack we brought through. That bag looks big, but it holds very, very little. Then we had Mr. Kipling down there. That was the one Hayley carried through. This bag down here is that was what I carried through as my hand luggage. And then we have this Kipling backpack that I bought over there that Carl said should be my work bag. So yeah, so they were all the bags we came back with. And then my mum, her 2 cases as well. So yeah, and Hayley's one is upstairs in her room. So yeah, so as you can see, it's a big task, but I am hoping to get dug into it today and we see how things go. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my lunch. Well, lads, that was 2.5 weeks ago. Sorry, I'm just pouring myself a drink. So I'm going to bring us up to date. So we're going to start February up to date. So after coming back from the dentist with my mum, had a look at the bags, decided we were going to empty the bags, and Hayley was still complaining about feeling unwell. So she took an allergen test. That came up, an antigen test, that came up negative, but she still was feeling crap. Her sinuses are playing up, her throat was sore, everything. So I said to my mum, look, kids are getting sick. Why don't we just get you out of here, because I really don't want you getting sick. So Mum was like, okay. So the next day, off we toddled, down we went to Galway, got Mum home safe, stayed overnight, and then I went up and decided I'd go up to my boyfriend on the way back. Hadn't seen him since December, thought I'd pop in, say hello, whatever. When I got up to his house, Hayley texted me, so this is the next day, so that was, we said I think a Friday, so this would have been maybe a Saturday, and she said, Mum, I'm after testing very faintly positive on an allergen test, antigen test. And I said, oh. Now, in between me going down to my mum's and Hayley testing positive, she'd asked me could she sleep in my bed. And I said, yeah, work away, I'm not there. So which meant when I came back home, I couldn't sleep in my bed. Because obviously she was after drooling and coughing and sneezing and spluttering and everything. And the whole bed be covered in COVID, and I thought, So she was happy enough in there. There was an ensuite in there. So I thought, right, okay, do you know what, you just isolate in there. And that was grand. Then a couple of days later, she was still testing positive on the COVID tests. And Carol started feeling unwell. Now this wasn't like within a day of each other. This was like a couple of days later. And in the meantime, myself and Kerry were still testing negative. And my mum, thanks be to God, was still testing negative. So next thing, up comes Carl. He hadn't even got the test done 2 seconds and he was up positive. So he then tested positive for COVID. So that was grand. He was in his room, Hayley was in my room. I was sleeping in a single bed, total disaster, a typical things never go to plan in my house. So I'm trying to think what happened. So then myself and Kerry continued to test negative. I was very tired. I felt very tired. Hayley was sleeping around the clock. Carl, God love him, got an awful dose of sinuses, coughing. He couldn't sleep. That was his COVID, where Hayley just constantly slept, which was fine. That was her body healing herself. She was fine. So Kerry then went back to work. Fine, tested negative. That was grand. She was allowed to work. So then about maybe a week later, Hayley tested negative. That was her first negative test. That was fine, grand. In fair play to her, she stripped my bed, she came down, she put it on a boil wash, all the blankets, everything, grand. Cara was still testing positive for about 4 days after Hayley. So Kerry was, obviously because she was in work, me and her were still doing COVID tests. We tested negative. All the time, but because of the environment Kerry works in, they do spot check PCR tests. So she had taken a COVID test, an antigen home test on the Thursday, but she was called into work on the Friday to do PCR test, standard, whatever, and she tested positive on the PCR test on the Saturday. So she got COVID. I'm still testing negative. So she was poorly with COVID. Obviously she's had her booster, everything, so she only had, was it 7 days? I think it was 7 days she had to do, and then she was fine. She actually tested negative before the end of the 7 days, so she was happy enough. Sorry, I have to take a drink, my throat's sore. Sorry, it's not sore, it's dry. So that when we came back off holidays, my plan was unpack, blah blah blah. Of course, like everything in my life, nothing ever goes to plan. So that's where we are. I just wanted to bring you, so Kerry is now, we are all, thanks be to God, we are all COVID free. I haven't tested positive for COVID at all. I find it hard to believe that I didn't have it. I definitely felt like I had it. I was tired, my sinuses are playing up. Well, you know, it doesn't take much for my sinuses to play up. But I haven't tested positive, Mammy hasn't tested positive. So everybody, as of 1st of February, we are all COVID free, all healthy, all back to rights. Tomorrow I am bringing Hayley up to Letterkenny. We were meant to do it today, but she met up with a friend and she said, look, can we go tomorrow? I'm in no rush to get rid of her, so that's what our plan is. So I just wanted to start off February with everybody up to date, because I'm sure you were thinking, God, she's gone away for a month. January she'll be back in, and then we were all hit by COVID, and the whole house, I'm going to be honest with you, everybody isolating, everybody away from each other, and because nobody got COVID at the same time, like it wasn't like okay, Carol and Hayley may have overlapped a bit, but everybody had COVID separate, so everybody had to isolate. Anyway, drama over. We're starting February, no drama, no hoo-ha going on, nothing going on. So we are going to, that's how February is, please God, back on track. I'm so over drama for this year. I've had it all at the beginning of the year, so I'm done. The drama llama is moving out and moving in with someone else, so you are warned. So yeah, so the other thing I wanted to ask you was lives. I want to get back into doing the lives. Really love the lives, love doing them. And I'm going to ask you, I'm actually going to put this up in the community tab, a Sunday evening or a Wednesday night or a Friday evening. They're the 3 days that are going up, and you can do a little vote then, and we'll see which one works out best for us all. I don't care what day it's on. Kerry would like to be here, obviously depending on work schedule, so, but you know, that'll just have to be arranged arranged. She can be there when she's there, when she can't, she can't. So yeah, and any suggestions for videos, give us a shout, because that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to get ahead in the videos. Obviously, with everybody having COVID, I was exhausted. Now, I don't know if that was COVID, or it was just from trying to look after everybody and, I don't know, just do everything and make sure everybody was okay. But I was awful tired. Anyway, that is what the plan is. So let me know about the lives. Let me know if there's any video ideas you want. I know some people did put up some the last time we did a live, and we have written them down, and we are going to start making our way through them. But just want to bring us up to date, guys. So glad to be back. So glad that everybody is finally healthy, happy, and we're all ready to move forward. As I said, we avoided COVID in America, came home, and then, but look, that's the law of the land. So I will talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.